Warning, the following video will contain content that is not appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, bastards, bitches, and motherfuckers. Welcome back for another one of my Pokemon Battle Revolution discussion battles. Fuck yeah. Man, I swear to God, I haven't used my voice like this in a long time. I'm actually starting to lose my voice a little bit. I think I've overdone it with some of these videos today. But that's how I go, man. I go all out. You guys know that about me. I always go all out. I don't half-ass shit. I fucking full-ass shit. That's how I motherfucking roll. So, that's gonna kill Delcatty. Yep, one hit. Nice. That's fucking great. You know, I was kind of talking about this before. You know, I just find it fucking unbelievably hard to believe that some fucking how 2021 has managed to be a worse year for me than 2020. Because 2020, I'm pretty sure, was a garbage year for pretty much everybody. And it was a pretty bad year for me, too. But looking back on it, it actually wasn't that bad. I mean, I was still able to work throughout the pandemic. Bought myself a new car. You know, the pandemic really didn't affect me too badly. I mean, yeah, it affected me in certain ways that sucked. Yeah, sure. You know, but, I mean, it really wasn't that fucking bad looking back on it, you know? 2021, on the other hand. I mean, I started out the year with a ton of issues at my workplace, you know, some shit that just pissed me off with the managers and shit. You know, and then, you know, a couple months ago, I got this chronic cough that just hasn't gone away. And then, you know, also not to mention a few months back, you know, when my dad had his fucking motorcycle crash. You know, he was in a motorcycle crash, and then he was in the hospital for like a good couple fucking weeks. Then I had to, you know, look after the house by myself and shit, which actually was not that bad either, now that I think about it. You know, it was actually pretty nice to have the house to myself, you know, during that time, but there were times towards the end when I was kind of running low on food, and I'm like, shit, that's a problem, you know? But, you know, I made it through all right, you know. But it's just the stress of dealing with that situation, and then, you know, my dad's continued health issues throughout the year, you know, now because he's having these balance issues now. And then my own fucking health issues with some fucking how managing to injure my, you know, fucking fracture my ribs. And now having to deal with that fucking issue. Now we're also extremely short-staffed at work. Everybody's on edge. Everybody's going after each other at work. It's a whole bunch of drama. It's just like, oh my fucking God. It's too much sometimes, you know? It's just too fucking much sometimes. It's just annoying, let me tell you. So. Oh, did I do the wrong rule set? Oh, shit. I think I selected the wrong rule set. Because everyone's supposed to be set to level... whoops. Ha! Ha! I fucked that up. Ha! Whoops. Wow, I totally fucked this fight up, but oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, I just... God, I can't believe I fucked that up. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, you know, despite that, there was one good thing that happened this year. And the one good thing that happened this year was a thing called Rockfest. So up in a town in Wisconsin called Cadott, Wisconsin, they have this thing called Rockfest that I guess they do every year, where some of the best rock bands in the world go to play. They have like several stages and venues set up. And bands play throughout the day, and then they have like a big ass main stage, like a huge fucking main stage that like some of the bigger bands play on and shit. And so me and a couple of my buddies, well, me and one of my buddies from work and one of his buddies who actually lives out in fucking California, we went to go see that, and it was awesome. We got to see some of like the greatest fucking rock bands in the world. We saw fucking like Night Ranger. That was pretty cool. Night Ranger was cool. You know, the band who did the song Sister Christian. Anthrax. Anthrax was cool. We got to see a bunch of other guys. Fucking Rob Zombie was there. Stained. Korn. Korn was cool. Corey Taylor, you know, lead singer of Slipknot. That was a cool show. Limp Bizkit. That was funny. That was a fun show. Yeah, just all kinds of shows. Memphis Mayfire, Bad Omens, Gemini Syndrome, Pop Evil. Just all kinds of just great fucking bands there, man. That was great fun. Great time. We also actually, with one of the smaller bands, one of my buddies actually knows a couple of the members of one of the smaller bands that played in one of the smaller venues. And we actually, they do this thing at their shows where they like throw cupcakes at the fans. It's kind of funny. And so during their last set, they actually played like 4 sets that day, which is like crazy. So during their last set, they actually let me and my 2 buddies go up on stage with them and throw cupcakes at the fans, and it was awesome getting to go up on stage. That was cool as fuck. So yeah, it was an awesome experience getting to go to Rockfest this year. So special thank you to my buddy for making that happen. That was awesome. And probably just about the only goddamn good thing that happened this year. Not gonna lie. Probably the only fucking good thing that happened this year was getting to go to Rockfest. That was truly an awesome experience. Definitely enjoyed the fuck out of that. So, yeah. Awesome as fuck. That's for sure. So, yeah, again, probably just about the only good thing that happened this year, but it was at least something good that happened this year, you know. You always got to, if you only ever look for the negative aspects of anything, you'll only ever find the negative aspects of anything. You know, you always got to try to look for the positive aspects of something. Even if it's a really bad situation, you got to at least try to look for something positive about it, you know. That's how I roll. All right. Well, anyway, guys, that will do it for that one. So stay tuned, and until next time, peace out.